missing one quest. Ugh. Have to use that more often. Right, I did a little bit of Nox grinding to save time. I also just power leveled everyone's weapons up to skills up to max. That was the one. With the exception of the one party member I didn't have here, because I did not think I had that far. Right. Yeah, and that appeared. Which means the other one's going to be down there. Right. Oh, you brought a new medical formula, just for me. I'll just be taking that if you don't mind.
The doctor's in.
I can make so many of them. Oh. Grand elixir.
Always such a tease.
You gave Saradi the Mandragora root as a present.
Wow.
A Mandragora root? Now where did you get your hands on a find like this? This plant's been used as a time-honored ingredient in secret remedies for ages. With this I could even brew up a love potion to put its drinker under my spell. And then I could just have you bring me as many treasures as you see fit. You can really do that? Don't forget, I am still a doctor, even if it is just a side gig.
Well.
Still, this Mandragora brings back all sorts of memories for me. I used to use them all the time back in my hometown. Oh, I never told you, did I? I hail from a nomadic people from afar. We're few in number and fewer in funds. It took all we had to eke out a meager living selling herbs and healing rituals. I bet you might enjoy a life like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Adventurer? As for me, I have my fill of destitution. I wanted out pronto, so here I am. Thinking back on it though, the medical arts I learned then have come in handy. No one expects their friendly physician to be a master thief in secret, after all. It does cover my travel expenses, but lifting pocket money off injured brutes never hurts. It's always money with you, huh? And why shouldn't it be? Money runs the world, after all. Or haven't you heard? From my perspective, you're the oddball for adventuring with nothing in return. In any case, I'll gladly take this little root off your hands. Now, shall I sell it for a fortune, or brew up an adult enticer? Decisions. Oh, that was fast. Couldn't wait to get your hands in the pie, could you? That's not exactly it, no. We were just worried what kind of mess you might get into going at this alone. But first off, is it really true? Have you really found that hidden treasure you've been looking for all this time? That's right. Take a gander. An old worn-out wall, or Wait. No, wrong one. Ugh. Messing up their voices now. It's hollow on the other side, isn't it? Must be some sort of secret entrance. We can hear a faint echo coming from deep within. Whatever lies beyond this must lead to a wide underground space of some sort. I had a feeling you'd get me, Adol. See, I found this spot after going through some old Baldukian maps and literature. Most people don't even give it a sidelong glance, plus it's near the prison's old fortress ruins. Considering the wall was completely sealed off, I have a sneaking feeling. No, total confidence that this is the place. No doubt about it. Though I'm sure the only part you care about is the actual ruins themselves, isn't it? Guess we don't have so much in common after all. Not that it matters either way. In any case, the way inside seems to be filled with booby traps galore. It'd just be such a hassle for a fragile gal like me to step in all by her lonesome. Catching on yet? All I need is for you nice, strong boys and girls to help me explore these ruins. Naturally, I'll be paying you handsomely, given we actually find the treasure. We'd be happy to help.
Yeah.
I had a feeling you might. Not that he particularly gave us a choice. Adol's probably already tuned the rest of us out after hearing that.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to smashing this wall down.
Hold on. You knew Adol wouldn't be able to say no to this, didn't you? Yeah. Can't let our eyes off her for a second, this one. You really know just what to say to a girl. Now, without further ado, how about busting open that entrance for us, Miss Raging Bull? Tough gal like you should be able to take it down in one hit, no? Yeah, just a second. Well, this place is about as ruins can get. So this is where you think the royal family stashed their treasure centuries ago, huh? Considering it still has yet to be found, I'm almost inclined to believe it. Yeah, all these traps in here have to be protecting something. We'll need to be careful of what's ahead. Now I'm getting excited.
As if you weren't already.
Good to know I picked the right man for the job. I'll just let you monstrums take the lead on this one. My money says the treasure's hidden all the way in the back. Let's get to it.
There's something here. There's something here.
All yours, Your Majesty. Hey, some treasure.
Can you take this off? Open!
Something's wrong.
A treasure chest!
A dead end?
It looks like this room is as far as we can go.
What? But there's nothing in here at all.
Looks like we drew the losing ticket. All that work for nothing.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Look, it's an entrance to the Grimwald.
Let's jump in.
Oh, darling as always, aren't we, Adol? Well, Monstrums, shall we? Whoa, look at all this gold and jewellery. I knew it. It's really here. The hidden treasure of the 100 Years' War. For 5 centuries they said it was nowhere to be found. Well, eat your hearts out. Oh, jackpot! Mama's hit the big one. You little lovelies all coming home with me. Seretti, you're kind of scaring me.
Well, she did basically fulfill a lifelong dream, more or less. Still,
why is all of this in the Nox to begin with? Oh, details, details. What's it matter? Isn't finding an ancient unfound treasure trove enough of its own? If being a thief was really so bad, times like these wouldn't feel so good. Now come on, we're hauling this out of here. Start filling those pockets. Huh?
Was only a matter of time.
Yours. I suppose we expected this. They've got another thing coming if they think they can keep me from my prize. Everyone, else these little claim jumpers, and I'll see you get a nice share of the pot. That should. Oh, there's still so many.
There's no end to them.
They'll just keep popping up. I'm not so sure we have the means to handle this. Time for a tactical retreat. Wait, but the treasure, my babies! This isn't the time for that, Saradi. We're leaving. You want to stay behind and complain? Be our guest. Phew, that was too close. Yeah, looks like the entrance closed up behind us too. Just what was that swarm of lemures?
Well, lemures are born from enmity, right? Negative emotions and all that. And greed is one of them, a part of human nature, no matter how much or how little. I'll bet tons of people have been looking for that treasure, just like the good Doc here.
See, so after 500 years of accumulated greed, the treasure was eventually absorbed into the grim old Nox. That sounds almost too crazy to be true. Who gives a damn either way? Saradi? Listen, I know you're not happy about this, but not even we can chase off 5 whole centuries worth of lemures, you know? I know. Dead women spend no gold after all. It's just, I'd finally found the treasure. Finally found that hidden treasure after all this time searching, and all I have to show for it is this piddly little thing. Hey.
Just when did you... Can't keep our eyes off old sticky fingers here for a second, huh?
It must be incredibly valuable, being a 500-year-old royal heirloom and all. Please, a tiny little pebble like this won't make up for all I went through to get here. Ugh, that mountain of gold was my one-way ticket to the lap of leisure and luxury.
But you had fun, didn't you?
What?
Fun? You're right. Sarandi looked like she was having the time of her life. Right from the moment we started, now that I think about it. Yeah, and that was before we even knew whether the treasure existed to begin with.
You would have done just about anything to find it, consequences notwithstanding. Guess that makes you and had all birds of a feather.
Me? Now you're just being ridiculous, lumping me of all people in with an adventurer. Alright, I'm over it. We can head back. After all, every second I waste moping about some treasure I missed out on is a second better spent chasing down the next. That's the spirit.
She's persistent, if nothing else. As Sir Eddie's treasure hunting expedition came to an end, everyone returned to the surface. After parting ways, the Monstrums picked up where they left off in their activities.
That went well enough.
Good. 400. One over here.
Those resistance members should be hiding out in here somewhere. We made it this far. All that's left is to hunt them down. Let's get to stepping.
Right.
Can you take this at all?
Something's there. All yours, Krisha!
We found them.
Who's there?
It's the Monstrums.
Turns out our little hunch was right. Doesn't seem like Margot's here, but I'm sure she'll rendezvous soon enough. And that's one hefty stash of weapons and ammo you got there. Not to mention enough powder to send a good several guard posts up in smoke. But there's, like, what, only 6 of you chumps altogether? Talk about a letdown. Right as we were finishing up our preparations too. Damn Monstrums, mind your own business and scram for once. Margot is the one who sent us. What? Why would the boss do something like that?
Look, why don't you just give this crazy plan a rest already? Think before you act. That's what Perry told us to tell you. Hey, Gaston, maybe the boss is against this whole thing after all. You heard what old Grindu said. Things have changed since the war. You mean all that crock about living in harmony with Rom to restore Balduc? Doing that makes us no better than livestock cozying up to the hands that feed us. We Galeans have our pride. Like hell we're submitting to those rotten invaders. Gaston... We'll never give in. Not until they answer for what they've done to us. Till every single life we've lost to the war is paid in full with Roman blood. It's gone off the deep end. All you'll end up doing is sowing even more hatred. And the ones who'll suffer for it most are the ones who did nothing to deserve it. You think we're just going to sit back and let that happen? Think again. So that's how you want to play it, huh? Fine. We'll need a good warm-up round before taking on Rom anyway. Gaston, what are you... So, you want to romp with the Monstrums, do you? You should reconsider.
Hold on.
Shut it. That ship's already sailed 8 years ago. Grief and suffering those Romans wrought on us is one we'll never forget. They killed our friends and families, plundered our cities, and slapped a tax on them besides. Don't you get it? This is the only way for us to take our dignity back. Ugh. And if you Monstrums aren't with us, you may as well be against us. That's right. The only thing those Romans will get from us is a taste of their own medicine. We'll cast every one of those dirty trespassers out of our rightful lands. They'll be sure to hear our message back at the capital loud and clear. And when the bells of freedom start to ring, they'll know the pride of Glia will never die. Yeah! Guys, get a hold of yourselves. Huh? What the hell are those? Monsters? Eek! Where do they even come from? It's just like in the Grim world. All the hatred and spite they've built up must have brought forth the Nox. Who gives a flying damn either way? These guys will be more fun than those lame-ass resistance wimps. Oh, brother. Guess we have no choice. They're gone. Amazing. I can't believe you actually defeated those things. Phew, that takes care of that. You guys are pathetic. You really think you can go head to head with Rom after carrying over small fry like that? Hey, come on, Hawk. You think you know everything, don't you? Whether we're a match for them or not is besides the point. All that matters is making those Romans suffer every bit we have, and more. If we don't, everyone we lost 8 years back would have died for nothing. Right, guys? Right. We've come too far to give up now. I'll give up my life if it means getting revenge on Rom. Gaston, everyone, please.
really think that'll save Glia? Don't act like you get a say in any of this. What do you know?
Enough. And this ends here. Margot.
Oh, goodness me. I certainly didn't expect the Monstrums to be here. Perhaps they're acquainted with these youngsters I met at the bath. Those youngsters I met at the baths.
In a sense. That aside, it would seem they've managed to carry out my request.
Boss,
I said enough, Gaston. The Bells of Freedom wasn't formed as a way to vent your frustrations.
What? Vent my frustrations? Is that all this is to you? Do you have any idea how much we've been doing for Glia?
Were that really the case, I would have stood behind you until the bitter end. As she who lit the first spark, I intended to support you no matter what the cost. To bear the weight of your lives and misdeeds as though they were my own. But I think you put it best, No, that all that matters is making those Romans suffer. That you'll give up your lives if it means getting revenge on Rom. Tell me, where in the creed of the Bells of Freedom have I missed those words? Fight without belief or conviction, and you'll be no different from those monsters. That's... Of course, all of this is just as much my responsibility as everything else. Your old crone of a leader has failed to guide you on the path of right. For that, I apologize. I truly, truly do.
Boss. That same fault lies with every one of us old-timers. But it's not too late. You youngsters still have your whole lives ahead of you.
That's exactly right. I want you all to take this time to gather yourselves together and reflect. Both on what it really means to save Glia, and on why the Bells of Freedom truly ring. So long as you safeguard this city with pride, I know the right answer will come. I'm sure my boy wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
Right as ever, boss.
All's well that ends well.
Nothing more boring than a happy ending.
What comes next is up to them. Sorry to have put you to all this trouble, boys and girls. I can't say I knew how this would turn out, but I'm glad I made that request.
We're glad we could help.
No.
You have my thanks. The situation in Baldock is nearing its peak. You have my aid now more than you ever before. As both the leader of the Bells of Freedom and the ever-stubborn old bat, Margot Rise.
Adol and the others returned to the bar to report what had happened soon after. Having finally settled her concerns over the resistance, Margot was welcomed back into the Dandelion with open arms.
What a snooze fest.
Blah, blah, blah.
anytime.
Adol! Bye-bye! See you later! Adol.
The color composition is adequate. The artist must be half decent. The girl is sort of cute too, but
Wait a sec.
hold on. This is not what I think it is it? Iris turns the canvas over. There's faint writing on the back. Princess Eleanor's 3rd birthday. I knew it. I take back what I said about liking this. Get this thing away from me. I hate seeing my past self. But this painting is a gift, so... Fine. I will refrain from scrapping it. Even though looking at it causes me physical pain. The thought of receiving a gift from you, I do not hate it.
Oh, come on!
I've nothing more to say to you. Just go and do whatever it is you do at all.
Sure thing. See you later then.
You doughy. You with motor bun.
Sure thing. Take your time.
Look at all the S's.
Backing out? You just let me know.
Hey.
I would read out everything, but ugh.
Wow, these are just about all the stores we can shop at in Belduke. This is for all your hard work, Adol. I found it when I was helping the professor on one of his previous excavations. I think you'll find more use for it than I will. Great. If there are any errands I can run, just say the word.
Stay safe out there.
Well, if it isn't my dog, go get him out there, darling.
Alright.
Have a moment.
No.
Looks like there should be stuff over here, but... Get that entire area now anyway, so... Final area, maybe?
Shadow die!
Adol, I am glad to see you are okay.
Did you remember something?
What's wrong?
Yes. I had forgotten something very important to me. When Aprilis was pierced by that sword, that is when I remembered. Long ago, I was once a doll that was given to a certain little girl. She belonged to a common farming family, though they lived comfortably. As this girl's doll, I watched as she grew into a proper young woman. Those were modest, peaceful days, I thought they would continue as they were forever. That was until the girl, Rosvita, was discovered to be a saint and sent off to war.
I'm going now, Anemona. I'll be back before you know it, so be a good girl and wait for me, okay? When the war's over, we'll have a wonderful tea party together, like we always do.
And those were the last words she ever spoke to me.
You mean Saint Rosvita?
You were Saint Rosvita's doll? If those memories came back after seeing Aprilis' final moments, does that mean...
I'm not entirely sure yet. But there was one other thing I remembered. As time went on while she was away, I found myself spending time with another human. I called him Papa.
Happy birthday, Anemona. For today will be the first day of your life. Now open your eyes and look at me. Stretch your legs and feel the land beneath your feet.
Papa was the one who gave me a soul and a conscience.
Is that even possible? Who the hell is this guy?
Unfortunately, I haven't remembered much more than that. But something inside me tells me Papa is much closer than we realize. Perhaps more of my memories will return with time.
Anemona.
Something, no voice.
I'm all right now, everyone. It would seem you all have somewhere to go. I shall accompany you.
Alright then, what's next on our agenda?
The Colosseum and the Pendleton Company.
Either one's fine with me. Let's get to it already.
Right.
I mean, we've already been to the thing. Already up to date on late. Let's do the same.
Is this all for Glia?
Ah, that's what I wanted to do. Right. Doot. Silica. Reflex.
I got this.
We received a message from the prison. We received a message from the prison's mines foremen requesting your mediation. They wish to consult you immediately about the miners' compensation. At a time like this, I'll head over now, so keep them busy until I get there.
Yes, sir. There's something you might want to know about the gold procurement from Salsetta. There was a logistics error, so the deal has been suspended.
During that period, the market has shifted quite a bit. And what have you done about it? What are you supervising for? I'm not here to solve every trivial matter.
My apologies, sir. Mr. Pendleton, how would you like me to... Mr. Pendleton, how would you like me to rely...
Sentences.
Mr. Pendleton, how would you like me to reply to the Ortego branch? The current sovereign requests your presence at the royal banquet.
Ortego. That's too far. I can't leave the company for that long without Carla here. Tell the branch manager to attend the banquet in my place.
Well, he certainly looks busy. Yeah, probably because Carla's not here.
Miss Creature? Oh, it really is Miss Creature. What?
Mr. Rich, if Miss Creature were to return, it would solve a great many of our predicaments.
Why have you come back?
I heard Carla was detained, so I...
Leave.
Huh?
Creature, the affairs of this company no longer concern you. Pendleton is no place for the likes of a dingy florist such as yourself.
Oh, Creature.
Wait, this is her battle to fight.
What? You can't mean it, Mr. Rich. Yeah, Miss Creature's here to offer her.
You two stay out of this.
Father, you're right. I did leave Pendleton, but I'm still a part of this family. I'll never forget everything that you and Carla have done for me. So please.
The time for remission has long passed. It was your decision to leave. Once you've made a decision, you must commit to it and accept its consequences.
I understand. Then I have a proposal. As the owner of Le Petit Fleuriste, I propose a business arrangement.
What did you say?
We at Le Petit Fleuriste offer to provide investigative services to Pendleton. We will confirm the safety and whereabouts of Carla Pendleton, your chief of sales. As compensation, we seek the white sarin flowers that bloom across Altago. We understand you have these seeds in stock, and ask that you give us a courtesy discount. We will also require you to provide any and all information relevant to the investigation.
Do you have any idea what you're suggesting? How can I partner with a flower shop from the slums with no reputable achievements?
A man with your merit and experience should be able to tell if we are trustworthy.
What?
Under the conditions I propose, Pendleton would incur no liabilities. Like you said, our shop is still small. That is why we offer to shoulder the risk. As someone once told me, gains are made by taking losses.
You'll be up against the Hieroglyph Knights, who are on the brink of war against the Empire. What can a lone flower shop do?
We won't saddle you with the details. I know Pendleton is busy enough as it is. But I can guarantee that the results will be satisfactory.
Miss Krisha. Impressive.
Krisha, why is it only now that you're able to do this?
Turns out, I had a lot to learn from opening a shop of my own. At first, I was afraid to even decide on order quantities without you and Carla. But if I wanted to keep my shop open, I knew I had to make decisions on my own. I couldn't run away like I used to, even from things I wasn't good at. It was just common sense thinking back. I'm embarrassed it took me so long to learn.
So it was I who stifled your growth.
That's not true at all. Without you and Carla, I would have never learned the things I needed to get to this point. I could have never done this on my own. That's why I have to save Carla.
I filed a complaint with the Roman garrison for what happened to Carla. But Warden Belger wasn't there, so it was a fruitless endeavor.
Huh?
Was any and all information relevant to the investigation not one of your conditions?
Father!
Alas, the garrison didn't have any information, but for whatever reason, the Knights did. According to them, Carla was detained on suspicion of colluding with the Monstrums.
Really?
Does that mean...
The charges alone aren't enough to incite suspicion. For all we know, they could be true. I'm sure Carla's reasons would have been justified. It was the fact that they had the gall to arrest someone from Pendleton without consulting me. Considering my relationship with them, it is a most unwarranted and concerning act.
They're not even bothering with keeping up appearances anymore.
Or maybe they don't need to.
I can't believe it.
My personnel in the mines report that the Knights often meet in the prison's restricted sector. Rumors are circulating that the Knights are holding their newly captured prisoners there.
The restricted sector. Maybe Carla's there too.
It is a possibility. That's all the information I have about Carla at the moment.
Thank you, Father.
I can't believe they intend to rebel against the Empire by usurping the Governor General. And while it's true the Empire did invade Glia, it's better governed under them than the royal family. I think the current events are a necessary step in history, but a rough one nonetheless.
Mr. Pendleton.
I'll send word if I get any more information. Be careful.
I will.
One last thing about your shop. Its location lacks visibility and is disadvantageous to your exposure. Even small changes can bring about vast improvements to your business's image. Remember what I've taught you.
Okay. Thank you, Father.
Wow, you rocked that, Krisha. Rocked what? Standing up to your dad, what else? You really surprised me there. Yeah, I surprised myself, if anything. I'm glad I was able to tell him how I felt, though. And we were able to acquire some useful information besides.
So, where to next?
All that remains is the Colosseum. Yeah, Felix was taken into custody by the Knights, too. We need to find out exactly what happened. Let's go, Adele. I really thought I'd done the arena already. Apparently not.
The Colosseum seems emptier than usual. Guess they really did put all their showings on hold after all.
We need to find out why Felix was taken away by the Knights. Talking to his co-workers is probably the fastest way to do just that. Alright, let's go. Excuse me.
Ah, you're Felix's friend, right?
We are. We heard he never made it home last night.
That would be because he was taken to the prison.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I objected to what the Knights were doing, really I did. The rumours are true then.
but they can't be. Why Felix of all people?
Remember that bull that went on a rampage during the show? He was taken in on suspicion of endangering spectators with his reckless bull handling.
You're joking.
I wish I was. Anyone who was there knows it wasn't his fault. It's got to be some mistake or something.
The Knights were the ones to blame for that in the first place.
Meh. Those guys will make up any random offense to toss someone in the clink.
Those dirtbags. They're just framing him at this point.
I was thinking just the same. Nothing good can come from this. Guess this means the Knights have some business with your boy toy. There's some kind of common link with your sister getting hauled in, pussycat.
You mean between Carla and Felix? You mean between Carla and Felix? They're not exactly comparable. I mean, he is compassionate, I guess, and surprisingly kind and smart and... Wait, just what are you trying to make me say here? It's okay, Yufa. Calm down.
Drop dead. When exactly was Felix taken away yesterday? In the evening, right after our night show got cancelled out of nowhere. The Knights called out and stopped Felix on our way home from the Colosseum. We're not just the Knights, some Roman soldiers were there too. Roman soldiers? So they were in on it too. Actually, they were trying to bail him out. Apparently they were there during that show when the ball got out of control.
The Romans were helping him?
But Felix ended up taken away by force either way. The Roman soldiers said they couldn't do anything about it without a warrant. Just what is up with all this?
Felix.
He's not the only one who got taken away. The whole city's been on edge. And here everybody thought the Knights were the good guys. Well, anyway, here's hoping Felix comes back to us soon.
So, Felix really was taken away by the Knights. I'm so sorry, Yufa. I'll be okay. We can't just stick around here. Let's just head back to the Dandelion for now.
It's either that or watch you mope around till the cows come home.
Well, we have finished checking every place we needed to.
Let's go back to the Dandelion and sort things out like Yufa said.
Yes, let's.
What are the Hieroglyph Knights up to?
I don't have any other... Not like I really have everyone a thing anyway. What are those last two hidden areas? Actually, take a look at the map again for a second. Hidden area, hidden area, hidden area. Hidden area. Technically a hidden area. Actually kind of bugging me. I should really just grab a list.
Is this all for Glia?
What do you think her?
So, the knights really were snatching people off of the streets. Master and Commander Shetland, what exactly does he intend to do with them?
But the knights haven't done anything drastic since they captured the Governor General's office.
That's what I don't like. It's the calm before the storm.
Perhaps it has something to do with the recent arrests. I find it difficult to believe that they've come this far just to hang up their hats now. Maybe they're waiting for something.
What? Don't look at me. I haven't shown up to work in a while, so I'm as out of the loop as you are. Master Shetland. As you're all aware, he is a venerable and deeply trusted ambassador between Glia and Rom. Despite that, it wouldn't be unexpected in the least if he fostered a deep hatred for Romans.
Really? How can you tell? Master Shetland always seemed like a guy with the proclivity for the moderate.
When Glia was invaded by the Empire, he was on the front lines defending Balduk. A massive battle erupted on the outskirts of Balduk. The 4th Battalion, commanded by General Bordan of the royal family, suffered defeat. The general retreated from the battlefield into the safety of Balduk's walls. The Roman army, with a victory in sight, pursued him without mercy. I believe this was the battle which resulted in your parents passing, Yufa. In mere moments, Balduk was besieged by a Roman general known as Roaring Leo. The battle soon became a siege war. Tell us something we don't know.
Yeah, I remember the city being in chaos when I was growing up.
You see, it was that moment that ignited the chain of events leading to our crisis today. The 4th Battalion was outmatched and desperate, for its provisions were depleted. At the same time, the city was being overrun by riots and pillaging from within. Shetland was stationed with a company that chose to obey orders and stand their ground. Knowing they wouldn't last, Shetland executed a plan that would turn the tide of battle. He took a small number of troops and snuck past the siege under cover of night. Under the guise of reinforcements using flambearers, they ambushed the Roman army. In response, the 4th Battalion agreed to advance and launch a pincer movement. It's not a bad strategy. Indeed, they even managed to obtain approval from the stubborn General Bourdon. The maneuver was set into motion, and the stationary troops engaged the rear guard. The disarrayed Romans struggled to respond, then they waited for the 4th Battalion. But the Balduc gates never opened, and the 4th Battalion never emerged.
So, they just left him to die?
Correct. Supposedly the general changed his mind before the maneuver was to begin. Needless to say, the Romans regained their composure and retaliated. They made quick work of Shetland and his company.
That's terrible.
Balduc's stationary troops were comprised of young, talented men. In all but an instant, all of Shetland's trusted comrades were annihilated.
All that happened right outside the city walls?
It's a truth of Glee and Royal Fam. It's a truth the Glee and Royal family kept from the outside well to this day.
They announced their unconditional surrender right after that, didn't they?
That's right, but that wasn't the end of Shetland's efforts. After the surrender, Shetland proposed that the families of his fallen comrades be indemnified. The royal family promptly refused. Shortly after, Shetland was baptized and founded the Hieroglyph Knights in Glia. That explains his Glean complex.
I feel terrible for him. But it's not enough reason to roll over and let him get his revenge. I agree. Nothing good can come out of this.
I hear you. So what's it gonna be, Adol?
Let's find out the truth behind the prison. It's probably not the only one. I'm probably not the only one who thinks there's something fishy about that place. I'm curious to know what Dad's up to. But it's clear that Shetland has something to do with what's going on inside the prison. And I just know that Carla and Felix are being held in the restricted sector.
Just you wait. I'm gonna have his head on a platter. And then it's settled. It's great that you're all pumped up and all, but the restricted sector's on high alert now. Your gifts might not be all it takes to get through. Blech. Your gifts might not be all it takes to get through unscathed.
It was only a matter of time before something was done about all those break-ins. If only there was a way to get inside without being noticed at all. The restricted sector. Wasn't there an old aqueduct there? Was there?
Check out the big brain on the kid. I think I remember it too. Judging by the direction, it's probably drawing water from the CL Canyon. CL Canyon.
It's just northeast of the city, right about here. What's our new front door? It appears as though there is a barrier preventing access to that passage. Figures. Guess that's another barrier we're gonna have to dispel first. Ready to go whenever you are, Adol. Be careful out there. There's hieroglyph knights at every corner of the city. Got a moment to spare at all? I was on my way to check up on our inventory. I could use a hand. Hey. More quests, eh?
That should do it. Thanks a bunch, Adel. Just look at it. The Dandelion's really come a long way. It wasn't long ago when it was just an empty building. Then we made a few friends. And now, it's one of the local favorites.
It's thanks to you, Dogie.
Don't thank me. Everyone did their fair share. It's not often we get to stay put in one city for this long. The Monstrums, the prisoners, the townspeople, a whole lot of fine folk here. I'll admit, I appreciate the occasional change of scenery from the usual oceans and mountains. You of all people would understand that the most, huh? It's a great city, but it's got its share of problems, like the Grimwald Nox and the Monstrum curse. But we're all in this together. Not just you and me, and all our pals at the Dandelion. One thing at a time. Right, Adel?
You felt the same pain pulsing through you as you felt when you fainted.
Hey, Adel, you okay?
It's alright, I'm fine.
No.
Okay, but take it easy, yeah? You probably haven't fully recovered yet. You should get some rest. I'm not sure how our adventure is gonna pan out this time. But no matter what comes at us, we'll beat it somehow, like we always do. There's still so much to see out there. So many adventures awaiting.
You always count on you, partner.
Yeah.
Right back at you. Let's get through this in one piece, Adel.
Hello, just the person I needed to see. There is something I wish for you to see. Could you wait here with Gramps?
I'm looking forward to seeing what Iris has to show us. Do you know anything about it at all?
Gramps, Adol, thank you for waiting. So, what do you think? You better say it looks good, or I'll stab your eyes out!
Looks nice.
Of course it does. Shantae made it special, just for yours truly.
That was very generous of him. But if Shantae was the one who made it for you, then does that mean you're...
That's correct. From now on, I'll be working at the Dandelion. I'm hanging up my hat as an assassin.
I'm putting it all behind me, along with my royal title. It was just a name anyway.
That's a very big decision, Iris.
Yes. After coming to the Dandelion, I've since learned the error of my ways. I blame the Romans for everything bad that happened to me. And I spent my life running. But I'm done with that. I want to start living for myself, like all of you are. Starting from now, I'm just going to be plain old Iris.
Good for you. I support your decision. I think it's a much better job for you than being an assassin.
Yes, I think you are right.
Though I hope you don't think you're getting out of receiving a proper education. I understand that you can read and write, but there's much to learn about the world.
Ugh.
And if you're going to work here, you'll need to learn etiquette as well. Be sure to address Shantae with respect. He is your manager now.
Now you sound just like the overbearing goody two-shoes who raised me.
What kind of person was he?
He was some kind of black market dealer or whatever. And he was stubborn to boot. I commanded him countless times to teach me how to kill, but he only taught me self-defense. I found out later he never intended to teach me how to be an assassin in the first place. As a favor to someone who died before I was born, the one who entrusted me to him.
I see. It must have been difficult for you to part with him. You should be grateful to your parents and the man who took you in. Because of them, you have the opportunity to live an honest life.
See what I mean? Overbearing! If you piss me off, I will gut you.
I thought you retired from being an assassin.
Yes, I did. But... Oh, by the way, I made something for you two. You had better stay put until I get back.
Ah, this tea looks excellent. Shall we add all?
The tea has a startling amount of spice that burns your throat.
This tea is rather invigorating.
Got you, losers! I spiked it with the hottest spices from his spawny. I may not be an assassin anymore, but I never said I was going to be some law-abiding citizen. You had better watch what you eat around here, too.
You sure got us good. But I do hope you'll keep these practical jokes to a minimum.
Okay. Three of you are still like that. Am I missing someone? I'm sure I'll turn up eventually. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey! What do you want to make? That should do it. Good work
Really,
out
they
there.
must upgrade. Oh my god. Right. Now there's a quest up there.
What's all this commotion?
They are everywhere, aren't they? There you are. You've got some time to spare right now.
Sure. He seems a little different than usual.
Maybe you saw the request. Either way, I've got a job for you. One only you monstrums could pull off, since you've snuck into the prison enough times already.
What?
You figured it out. You really think I wouldn't? You're not the most discreet customers I've ever had. But don't worry, you've got your business and I've got mine. That's the rule. So much for that. Something must have happened in prison to make you break your policy, right?
You think so?
It's highly probable given the situation. The Knights have taken hold of the prison under the guise of a revolt after all. My request is simple. I need you to help me infiltrate the prison. As for the route, I'll direct you. Your only job is to back me up until I reach my objective inside.
While the details are lacking, this request does appear to be more than mere impulse. Yeah, I can tell you've been thinking this through. What should we do, Adol?
Request accepted, Maxim. The deal is sealed. Fair warning though, it'll get pretty messy after we sneak in. The prison's currently manned by a whole battalion of the Knight's most capable men. I won't be able to rely on my usual tricks to get this done. We'll just have to be real careful. No, just the opposite actually.
I don't like the sound of that.
The Knights and the Romans are still in turmoil. It's the perfect time to strike. All they need is a little push. Pandemonium greater than any they've experienced thus far. So, you plan to fulfill your objectives while their guard is down. I can't say I know your goals, but it's a foolhardy plan to say the least.
And who better to call for foolhardy plans than us monstrums, huh? Well, personally speaking, I have something I wouldn't mind looking into there myself. Same here. Getting our hands on some intel will definitely help offset the cost. Have you already planned out our route of entry into the prison?
Yeah, I'll lay it out for you now. This will be your most dangerous job yet. I'm trusting you on this, monstrums. And so, Adol and his comrades began drafting out an infiltration strategy with Maxim. After informing the Dandelion, preparations were made to carry out the plan.
You need it? I got it. Looking to cut it, do you?
All those things. Things will get messy after we sneak in. Make sure you're prepared for it. You ready to begin the operation? Acknowledged. Let's get started. Man, I'm so pumped about this you wouldn't believe.
I guess someone has to be. Anyway, what's our first move?
We're infiltrating the prison through the path in the entertainment district ramparts. Let's make our way over. Look at him, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as ever. Shouldn't be a problem as long as I play it cool. Though it won't be half as fun with that loudmouth Belga missing out. The plan's already in motion, huh? Fine by me. I've been bored stiff without my favourite stooge around. Time for me to make a killing. We're in.
Wait, the way is blocked off.
Would you look at that? They've gone and gated the place up. Guess those knights must have been tired of playing zookeeper.
Makes you wonder what that place was for to begin with. Anyhow, this one looks like it'll be tougher than usual to knock down.
That won't be necessary. I've already planned for this. But before that, are you sure you're willing to go through with this? We'll go as wild as we can get. Can't wait to see what the monstrums can do from up close. I'll guide the way. May fortune be with us all. What was that? Hell if I know. Fortify our defences. Nah, the path's open. Let's move. Don't stop until you've brought every last one of them to heel.
Bit of an extreme way to put it, but I suppose I'm not against it. Now then, everyone, shall we take to the stage?
Just might enjoy myself for once. Let's get it over with.
That was lucky.
The courtyard is just up ahead. Time to let loose.
Don't have to tell me. Don't encourage him. It's the Monstrums. They've broken again?
Excuse us, coming through. We're really sorry about this.
I'm not done yet.
There are too many for us to manage.
Maybe we can lure them somewhere and then use the stairs to get to the entrance.
Too many my arse. I'm kicking my eyes going your butts 10 times over.
I'm not done yet. We should be able to get to the West Wing from here. The quickest way there would be directly up.
We need a diversion. Drop that chandelier.
Look! The Monstrums are here!
Well, if it isn't... Well, if it's pandemonium we wanted, we're sure to get it now. What the? It's you guys!
Oh dear. It's those imposters from before. So this is where you've been all this time. Don't act like you didn't know. You're the reason we're even in here. Do you have any idea how much we've been through thanks to you?
You want to try saying that again?
Eh.
No, we're only here also. No, we only have ourselves to blame for being locked up like this. We're just getting what we deserve, forced into hard labour day after day.
Boss.
But I beg of you, on bended knee, please get us out of this cell.
We're kind of in a hurry, so can you give us a good reason to?
We've finally seen the light. The lives we were meant to lead all along. It all began when we left home 5 years ago. 3 vagabonds forced to turn to a life of...
Forget it. This is taking too long. Oh yeah, let's go.
Oh, for the love of God!
Woohoo! Our prayers are answered!
Come on, boys, let's scram.
Yeah! It would seem they are getting away. You're nicer than I thought.
Nah, I just figured we could get some use out of them.
They already look just like you after all. They do not!
What's all the commotion here? The Monstrums are at it again. They must be around here somewhere.
They're beginning to gather. I had Arthur open up the hatch to the roof. Let's take it. We're in the home stretch now.
And and I'll be raising hell every step of the way.
Don't have as much time as I thought.
Change of plan. Can you fly from the east wing over to the central wing? I need you to create a diversion there.
Understood. Efficiency has been enhanced.
Run up the fucking pillar. Over there. Jesus Christ.
I got this.
What fucking time?
Finally, someone to fight.
Is it bad that I'm starting to feel a little sorry for them?
They certainly aren't sparing any security in the central wing.
Yeah, it's not at all like back when we came to rescue Iris.
Guess we won't need to hold back.
You said it. Let's give them all we got. Our destination is on the 3rd floor of the North Wing, the special sector. Shall we proceed below?
Maxim presses a hidden switch on the side of the fireplace. One of the stone blocks moves slightly, revealing a sacred compartment behind. Maxim proceeds to retrieve a ring marked with a white lily from within. A Lilium ring. No sign it's been switched out. With that, the preparations are... They hardly even put up a fight. No matter, I have a mission to fulfill. I can only hope the Monstrums manage to pull through.
Come on, you guys are better than this. Put your backs into it!
Looks like some of you have been skipping out on your drills.
Well, hello, Special Sector. He totally is the bad guy here.
Oh, Maxim!
Maxim presses a hidden switch on the wall.
What the? A secret passageway?
You act like you've done that 1,000,000 times already. Just how long have you known about this exactly? I never planned on bringing you along this far, but time is of the essence. If you want to know, all you have to do is follow. Oh, you heard the man. Yeah, let's go. Maxim takes out the Lilium ring, placing it on the hollow slot in the altar. Into the hollow slot even. He then removes a ring marked with a blue lily off from his finger, placing it into a second slot at the altar. From there, Adol and the others followed down a long winding path, until finally they arrived at a singular room.
So, this is our destination.
How long's all this crap been down here?
Since the fortress was built, I imagine. This seems to be part of the prison's foundation. Just who are you, Maxim?
Maxim opens the desk drawer and retrieves a seal marked with a beautiful white lily.
That's the Lilium crest, the old symbol of the Kingdom of Glea. Then it stands to reason that the royal family once used that seal.
The mark of ruling authority, the Great Seal of State. It's only supposed to be passed in succession from king to king, which means...
I never would have guessed.
You have ties to the royal... I never would have guessed. I always knew you weren't just some rando. No way someone with no ties to the royals would know where this thing was. It's nothing more than a man tasked with a mission. I'm nothing more than a man tasked with a mission. But my mentor, the one who raised me, he served the royal family for generations. As he aged, I took the mantle. All I'm doing is fulfilling His Majesty's final commands. That day, 8 years ago, when the Kingdom of Glea fell, His Majesty gave me 2 orders while on his deathbed. The first was retrieving this, the Lilium seal. The second was securing the safety of his daughter. His Majesty prioritized these 2 things over his very life, It was my obligation to comply.
So, that is the reason.
Sounds like the king was a pretty upstanding guy. Not like that bastard General Bordon.
Hold on a second. So the one who rescued Iris when she was little, it was you all along?
I'd only planned to leave her with my mentor for a time. But once he saw the trauma on her face, he decided he would raise her himself. Old age finally did him in last year. That must be when Iris set off on her own. But that's got nothing to do with me. She's out of the scope of my duties now. Besides, I doubt she'd even remember my face after all these years.
So, you have no plans of telling Iris about any of this, do you?
Sounds to me like you've got a soft spot for her, all things considered. I won't even dignify that with a response. A member of the royal family is better off staying away from the shadows of society.
Sounds like he isn't going to budge on this one. Indeed. I sense company approaching.
Well now, aren't you a perceptive one? If this weren't a dead end, you just might have managed to slip away. It's the old geezer's seneschal, Gilbert.
Lucian warned us about him. Don't tell me they just let us lead them here.
Looks like it. I knew something felt off about this whole arrangement. They must have had the same objective. With the Lilium still recovered, the people of Gleer can finally be at ease. If you could just kindly hand it over. I don't know what your aim is here, but there's no way in hell it has anything to do with the people. The only thing you care about is getting vengeance for your failures 8 years ago, as the surviving remnants of the Glean Royal Army. How very amusing. There are more of you here than I had anticipated. Gleer's future is looking very bright indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Crimson King? Or should I say, Adol Kristin?
Just how much do the knights know?
Wouldn't you like to know? You could say we know more about you than even you know yourselves. See, we've come across a number of felons among the populace in recent days. I'm sure you must be worried about your precious friends and families, right, girls?
Sounds to me like you know something, don't you? Guess that means we're just gonna have to beat it out of you then.
Getting out is our first priority.
Indeed, I can sense some manner of special fluid coating their blades.
Some kind of poison, huh? That's our seneschal for you.
We'd be wise not to underestimate them. Let's try to press our way through.
Pity it had to come to this. We have an emergency!
We have an emergency!
What is it?
It's the Monstrums. They've appeared on the roof of the south wing. They're opening the main gates as we speak. It won't hold for much longer. Longer now.
What nonsense are you spouting? Those Monstrums you're after are right.
What is the meaning of this?
You! Gotcha. That was a special delivery just for you. Hope you enjoy it. You traitorous little... You're wide open.
Perhaps it is you who made the mistake of underestimating us. Pity it had to come to this. Get ready.
Adol and the group proceeded to fight their way through the onslaught of knights. With Maxim's guidance, they managed to escape through a different route than they had entered.
Well, that was troublesome. We didn't end up getting any information out of them either. And search as we did, there was no signs of Felix or Carla in any of the general cells. Like we figured, they must be in some special location only the knights know of. Indeed, we have managed to narrow things down at the very least.
Maxim took out the seal of the Glean royal family before throwing it high into the sky.
What? The Gideon Seal of State?
The hell you go and do that for?
Was this the plan all along?
Correct. His Majesty bade me destroy the seal once I'd retrieved it. I have no intention of handing it over, not even to His Majesty's daughter herself. No one needs to be swayed by the symbol of a fallen kingdom any longer.
I'm surprised he'd go far enough to order something like that.
The last king of Gallia. He's not a particularly distinguished figure in history, but supposedly his diplomacy helped stall the hostile empire's war efforts for years. It only makes sense he'd consider the future of his people in their nation's last moments.
Yeah, sounds like Iris had a good man for a father.
Huh. So what are you gonna do now? You fulfilled all of the king's missions after all. Don't suppose you'd like to give those cocky knights a good lesson or two? Another question. What becomes of Gallia is of no consequence to me.
Is that right? That's kinda hard to believe.
Why even lie about it at this point?
Why not come to the Dandelion?
To your hideout, you mean? I suppose you do have His Majesty's daughter in your charge.
Looks like he does still care about Iris after all.
And that reminds me. We've yet to receive any reward for our efforts this time around.
A task of a larger scale than anticipated does suggest one be compensated accordingly.
Fair enough. What do you have in mind?
Well, how about coming to help us with our work for a while? It's no easy task, but it should be a fine way to pay us back for the things today.
We could use some fresh entertainment too. Things won't be so dull with you around. You're right, I do owe you all a great deal. Very well then, Monstrums of Balduc. My next mission will be lending you a hand with your own. With that, Maxim became yet another of the Dandelion's many collaborators.
Job well done.
Yeah.
I heard about your situation, and it mirrors in the Grimwald Nox. They're not to be trifled with, to be sure. Fortunately, Arthur has a knack for sensing monsters. I'll have him keep an eye out. I'll also keep my inventory stocked. Come see me anytime you need something.
You need it? My God, I see. Look at the cut. You need it? You saw nothing.
I was hoping for a meeting between the two of them.
You'll excuse me, I have dishes and tables to attend to. Do you have a problem with that? I'm a staff member of the Dandelion. What else did you expect?
Oh well.
Hey! All right, let's take a look. Good work out there. It ain't much, but...
I'm just happy we could help.
Good work out there.
Right. No quests. Just ready that quest up there. Can't get to yet. Right. 5 waves. Can we get another S rank? Add to the pile.
Let's do this, everyone!
Fun little scrap, if I do say so.
Keep them coming!
It's all yours, Credo! Come on! You're better than that!
Moving out! For the peace of our city! Looks like you could use a little relief. You keep those chips up, darling.
Now that was a sight to see.
Who's next, huh?
You require assistance.
It's all yours, Credo!
Fantastically done. Keep them coming.
Oh man, you guys are so cool.
Almost there. We can do this.
I will pave the way.
On my way. Let's finish this.
Your work pleases me.
Is everyone unharmed? Ready to go out and play?
That is entirely somewhere else, isn't it? I think this one's still here. Hi, well.
Let's get this started. It's on you, Hawk.
I
All together, switch!
Give it to me!
We require assistance.
My time to shine. Yep.
Closing in on the enemy.
Here's where I come in. Nothing to worry about now.
Just a little more!
Wait for it. Now, take him down.
Moving out. For the peace of our city. Yeah.
On my way.
Yeah.
Hang in there!
All charged up.
Looks like you could use a little relief.
I'm missing one more.
A little love solves everything.
All charged up. All charged up. You ready for this?
Crimson Line. Good work, everybody!
Really, so I still can't get into that other area.
It's so cold here, and I can barely see anything.
The Woodlands of Woe. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Aw, you can go back and wait if you want, scaredy cat.
I'm not scared.
Hell's that? Tapping you in, pussycat.
A treasure chest!
A weird ass fucking forest. Map.
Tapping you in, pussycat. need to heal. All charged up. Sit back and watch. A treasure chest!
There's something here.
Not done yet! Get over
Okay, I'm on passive heal. Kick in. Do actually have you equipped, don't I? Yes. These tree things are kind of annoying.
yours, Krisha! All charged up! The hell's that? A treasure chest!
Hightail it!
Not done yet! All yours! Good.
Come on, heal up, heal up. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You know, I can use the map completion to work out how far off the end game I am. Since there's one more area to unlock, I assume I've got at least one more chapter, so...
No need to rush.
My name is the levels.
Something's there.
You shan't escape.
Right there.
Really?
I have detected something.
It's dangerous. Fall back.
Weapon up. You shan't escape.
A treasure chest!
One more chest. Okie doke.
Weapon up.
I have detected something.
I think there's something here.
Something there.
Crimson Line.
Yes. Yeah.
Treasure chest.
Off we go.
Yeah.
Crimson Line.
Now allow me. Here I go.
To me.
Me. The songs of the past say but little to me. Oh, where in the world could those missing words be? What are you doing here? Hey, Monstrums, what are you doing here? Here, it's not much, but it's all I've got left. Just please don't kill me.
Where's the fun in cutting down a helpless chick like you?
We're not here for your money anyway. I guess our reputation as thieves hasn't gone away entirely.
Well, the White Cat and Hawk's exploits do stand out more compared to the rest of us. In any case, what are you doing all the way out here? You seem to be alone.
Yeah, if you wanted to take a walk, you'd be better off doing it, well, anywhere else really. What's this? Could it be you're concerned about me? I've heard plenty of bad rumors about you guys around town lately. But maybe it's the rumors of you actually being good people that are the real ones.
We're the Monstrums. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. My name is Tetra, and my calling the life of a wandering bard. I've come to the woodlands of Woe in search of fresh material for my new piece. We have met this individual, through one of our previous requests. Yeah, she was the one looking for song material about the Holy Swordsman, right? I guess she wouldn't have realized we were the Monstrums back then. It's a risky venture, yes, but think of all the incredible inspiration I can draw from here.
No one even knows where the Woodlands of Woe got its name from. Even the locals wouldn't dare approach it. You're braver than most to do so alone.
It took all I had just to shake off the beast. I was about to become a legend myself. But finding this stone pedestal makes it all worth it in the end. Take a look. A bunch of stone fragments must have broken off this slab here. Without them, it's impossible to make heads or tails of it all. I haven't managed to find any of the other pieces around, though.
No surprise there. Who knows when this was broken? Fragments could have washed away in the river or ended up buried in the ground.
Maybe, but even so, I shan't falter. I just know this will make for an epic piece, more than the Holy Swordsman did even. Tetra seems pretty set on staying here until she finds the fragments. Well, she'll probably be fine getting back if she had the grit to make it this far. Still, what do you think, Adol?
Let's lend her a hand.
Yeah.
You will? No jest? Even my wildest muses would never dream of the Monstrums helping me. Stuff like this is probably right up your alley, huh, Crimson King?
You think? Look at him. Guy's practically chomping at the bit. Won't it be difficult finding some pieces of rock in the middle of a dim forest?
My third eye should come in handy. where that is concerned. It will certainly prove more effective than searching with the naked eye. Sounds good. Let's get started then. Could we ask you to wait here for a bit, here for now, Tetra? Of course. Luck and fortune be with you.
I'm at a loss.
I have detected something.
I believe these 3 fragments should fit into the broken pedestal if put together. Shall we head back and report our findings to Tetra? I should have got the landmark first.
So this is what they mean by breathtaking.
I'm at a loss.
These are all the fragments. You really found them. I just have to thank you for this somehow. Allow me to sing thee a ballad of gratitude. Me. Well past thanks. It's the thought that counts, really.
Come on, hurry up and put him in a pedestal and figure out what it says.
It would appear that certain individuals among us are curious about its contents. Right, here I go. Tetra carefully fitted the stone fragments into the pedestal. Long ago, a great suffering ravaged this land. The people were beset by countless battles, rampant disease, and unbearable destitution. Before long, their suffering gave birth to impurity, begetting more suffering in turn. The gods, in their pity for those who could do naught but pray, produced for them a single unhatched egg. Ever immaculate, this egg bore upon itself the impurity of man, becoming their solace. Hearken carefully, and hear the whispers of the trees floating upon the airy breeze. Raise a flare and cleanse thy body by the clear waters of the cascading falls. Do so,
and be absolved of your looming dark of night, granting peace to the land of man. O Grimnir, King of Gods, with your loyal demigods beside you, eclipse the bewitching light of the moon and guide humanity's prayers to the heavens.
That's where it ends. One can surmise this altar was once used in religious services long ago.
Sounds like it. I'd assumed it was part of some kind of prayer ritual to the gods.
It's a remnant of the Norse faith, right? Just like the one at the deserted village. It's a pretty interesting read either way. An egg that bears the impurity of man.
What could that mean?
I haven't a clue. It is likely part of an archaic myth of some sort. That said, I think I understand things a little better now. The Woodlands of Woe were never actually named after the suffering or grief. There's an ancient word for Norse shrines, like those, woe, a sacred place. That was its original meaning, a place of holy serenity. The name must have gotten warped over time before vanishing with the gods. Huh? Are you crying?
First you're thrilled, now you're upset. The least you could do is be consistent.
But think about it. What could be sadder than being forgotten? We'll never know how many of our ancestors prayed for Gilead's peace here. That's true, and I think they deserve every honor and respect for it too. But we have to realize that peace won't come to us through prayer alone. I do wonder how the bewitching light of the moon mentioned relates to the ritual.
Maybe it's the Grimwald. I had the same feeling. But apart from that, I can't really figure out anything more. Guess there's no clues to breaking the curse here then. What a pity. Hey, how long do you plan to keep blubbering on for?
Sorry, I'm okay now. Thanks to you, I managed to get my hands on the inspiration of a lifetime. This history runs deep, so I'll make sure to write up a lyrical hit and do it justice. After all, passing tales like this through the ages is a bard's whole purpose in life. Well, in that case, I can't wait to see what you come up with, Tetra. Alas, no song could ever be enough to thank you for your help, Monstrums. But the least I can do is give you this. Take it, I insist. Alright, I better jot this inscription down and get to composing. 'Twould be my honor to play for you should we ever meet again, oh noble Monstrums.
About time we finished.
A 100 strength and 100 defense. I know I'd killed a lot with him, but
I think I prefer the ability to resist everything.
Adol is now overpowered as all hell. Right. Well, ends a bow. 109, done. And dusted.
So, this is the old canyon trail. What a beautiful view. You said it, and so close to the city too.
It looks like there's a river flowing here. Which means the sluice for the aqueduct must be somewhere upstream. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to sneak into the restricted sector from there.
Let us proceed with haste, in that case.
Something's there.
Fucking damage now.
Whoa, it's huge from this angle. It was built 500 years ago, right?
I've never seen it from the inside before. Guess I'll finally have my chance.
Treasure chest located. Let us here we go. It is vulnerable.
Something's there.
I think there's something here. Off we go.
Let me just run up here to find.
Like in hell. It is vulnerable.
The recipe.
I have detected something. Let us go, Adam. It is right there. I think there's something here.
Let's go!
I have detected treatment required.
yet! You're mine! Let's go, animal! It's now!
I have detected something. Let us go.
I'm not done yet!
Shooting! It is coming. I have detected something.
Let's go, animal! All charged up! All charged up!
I have detected something. I have detected something. I have detected something. I have detected something.
Here we go! I think there's something here.
I have detected something. I have detected something.
Wow, what a sight.
Treasure chest located.
What do you think? I look any stronger.
You're mine! Let's go!
Your spirit is gone.
A treasure chest! I'm not done yet! Something's there. You're mine!
Let us go, Ash. Let us go. Treasure chest located.
Not done yet!
Let's go.
You're mine! Something's there.
Fighting efficiency has been enhanced.
A treasure chest! Let's go, Amona! All charged up.
You got this,
Here
Amona!
comes the exploration detective. Striking up, striking up.
Something's there.
Off we go. Striking up.
There's something back!
Ugh, my hand is starting to cramp up. It's been a while since that happened.
Something's there.
Treasure chest.
Let's go, Anamona!
You can't escape.
I think there's something here.
Right, that should take care of all that. Now it's just a case of getting to the entrance.
I have detected something.
Flip 110, right. Why did it so steam? I've got a ton to go. Adol and the others entered the aqueduct through the water intake. After proceeding through a dimly lit cistern, they finally emerged in a more spacious area. I really wish. Sweet, it does have it. Okie doke, right. In that case, I'll just pop back here. Aerobic, Silrobic.
I'm ready and raring to go. What do you think? Oh, I'll come back anytime.
Your recipe.
Anything catch your eye? My secret ingredient. Come back. Go get him out there, darling.
Ugh, my nose is all twitchy.
Good work out there.
That brings your total discovered landmarks up to 20. Not bad at all. Keep it up.
What's all this commotion?
Probably need like one more of the darn things.
Is this all for Glia?
Yeah, we've had that already.
You've been a... this is...
This is the 12 alms you have donated to the church. Allow me to thank you on behalf of our congregation.
It's not much, but please take it.
Trying to talk to this person.
The doctor's in.
Outright make life elixirs. Ugh, that is broken.
Always take care up there.
Said I'm actively able to just to make bringing experience by the boatload. Baby. Ah, my hands. Ugh. Why can't I? Don't tell me you can't actually teleport there. Mistakes were made.
Something's there.
I think there's something here.
I have detected something.
Oh, anyway. My hands can't take playing for much longer. I'm already hurting something bad, so I'm gonna have to stop here for today. Bye. Anyway, so that will be all for today, and I'll be back tomorrow morning with, you know, thing, Assassin's Creed. Now we finally got back to the story again, the game should pick up. And in the afternoon with more of this, which admittedly I want to play a lot more of right now, but I can't, so for now though, bye!